All right, so let's start with the big story that we are tracking on WION at this hour, where hundreds flee from the eastern Donbass region after reports of shelling, and the OSCE will be holding its security meeting later in the day today. The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has urged for an immediate ceasefire in the area. There's now fresh satellite imagery that shows that there is more troop deployment by the Russians. The Russian troop build-up along the Ukrainian border has happened as shelling has continued in the separatist region. Rebel leaders have reported that at least about 2 civilians have been killed in the shelling. And at least about 2,000 ceasefire violations have been reported in the area by the OSCE. As the organization is reporting a pretty dramatic increase in the volatile front lines within Ukraine at the Donbass region. Now, according to reports that have come in, at least about 2 Ukrainian soldiers have been killed over the weekend in the exchange of fire with rebels, and rebel leaders have ordered for a general mobilization. The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has called for an immediate ceasefire in the eastern region that has been torn by conflict for the last 8 years. Now, this is the Donbass region, which includes the areas of Donetsk and Luhansk. Now, these two particular regions within the territory of Ukraine are run by separatist governments and are widely seen as Russian proxy states inside of Ukraine. Ever since 2014, there's been a conflict in Kiev, which refers to them as temporarily occupied territories by Russia. Now, as rebels in the Ukrainian army continue to engage in the Donbass region, hundreds of residents of the rebel-controlled Donetsk have started to flee from their homes, as shelling has destroyed several homes. Long queues were seen at the Donetsk railway station, and people continued to flee to southern Russia, where camps have now been set up for the refugees. The reports also suggest that at least over 30,000 people from Donetsk and Luhansk have chosen to cross the border into Russia in the last 24 hours. This after the separatists' authorities have ordered for women and children to immediately evacuate to safer areas from the 18th of February onwards.
Власти сказали, уезжайте, мы слушаемся, потому что пугают 2 маленьких детей, пугают, что что-то может произойти с ними.
Была тишина, но сейчас выйду на улицу, закрою калитку. Только подходить к двери, слышу попадание, открываю дверь, все черно, выхожу в коридор сюда, окна вот разбиты, пожалуйста, вот окно разбито, вот окна разбиты, вот, и вот она торчит воронка.
Боимся, чтобы дети за нас не переживали. Выезжаем.
Знаете, куда поедете?
В Ростовскую область.
А потом? Есть какой-то план?
А потом, какой у нас план? У нас план дожить спокойно, чтобы дети все остались живы. Чтобы город стоял, чтобы жил весь народ спокойно.
Now, with the ongoing hostilities, the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe will be holding a key meeting today. In the security meeting, the OSCE will discuss methods to try and de-escalate the situation in Donbass. With about 57 countries attending the meeting, all permanent representatives will be attending the meet as well. The Council will also discuss all of these developments that have taken place in recent days, leading to a rapid deterioration of the security situation, and will also be exploring all options to help avoid an armed conflict. This after Ukraine had requested for a meeting of the Permanent Council in Vienna to address this issue. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.